Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 547, The Locked Room, Part 2, Intermediate. Anna crawled through the dark tunnel, her hands shaking and knees scraping against the cold metal floor. The air smelled of dust and something else, something older. She didn't know how long the tunnel went on, but she kept moving, afraid that Daniel might still be behind her. Finally, she saw light, faint and yellow, coming from a vent ahead. She peered through it. Below was a basement room full of old furniture, filing cabinets and broken equipment. Slowly, she pushed the vent cover open and dropped down. She landed with a soft thud on an old carpet. The room was silent. Anna looked around. In the corner was an old metal door. It was slightly open. She stepped out and found herself in a forgotten part of the building. The walls were bare, the lights flickered, and the floor creaked. But more importantly, her phone signal had returned. She dialed her manager immediately. "Anna," he answered quickly. "Where are you? Are you safe?" "I think so. I escaped through a tunnel under the supply room. I'm somewhere in the basement now." Her manager's voice was tense. "Listen to me carefully. Daniel isn't who you think he is. He was fired 2 weeks ago. He refused to leave the building, so we changed all the security codes. We thought he was gone." "What? Then how did he get in?" Anna asked. "We're still investigating that, but whatever you do, don't go back upstairs. Get out of the building if you can." Anna looked around. There had to be another exit. She opened a fire door nearby. It led to a dark stairwell. She began climbing cautiously, stopping at every sound. Suddenly, a noise echoed from below. Footsteps. Heavy ones. He was coming. She ran up the stairs 2 steps at a time until she reached the ground floor. She burst through a fire exit and into the night air. Cold wind hit her face. Street lights glowed ahead. But as she ran across the car park, she saw a figure in the distance. Daniel. He was standing still, watching her. Then, headlights lit up behind her. A black car screeched to a stop and 2 police officers jumped out. "Miss Walker," one shouted, "get behind us." She ran to them without looking back. Daniel tried to flee, but it was too late. The police tackled him to the ground. Later, in the safety of a police station, Anna gave her full statement. "We found evidence in his locker room," one officer said. "Maps, security codes, photos of staff, including you. He'd been planning this for weeks." "Why me?" she asked, still shaken. "We think he saw you as a threat. You reported a system error 2 months ago, right?" "Yes. He blamed you for getting him caught using the system for personal gain. He wanted revenge." Anna sat in silence. "You're lucky," the officer added. "If you hadn't trusted your instincts and found that tunnel, this could have ended very differently." Anna nodded. She still felt the fear deep inside, but also something stronger. She had escaped, and she had survived. Vocabulary notes. Scraping, verb, present participle of scrape. Definition: rubbing against a surface, usually causing a rough or unpleasant sound or feeling. Example: her hands shaking and knees scraping against the cold metal floor. Explanation: Anna's knees were rubbing against the rough tunnel floor as she crawled. Similar words, phrases: rubbing, grazing, dragging. Note: scrape can also mean to injure skin lightly. Faint, adjective. Definition: very weak, small or difficult to see, hear. Example: finally she saw light, faint and yellow, coming from a vent ahead. Explanation: the light was very dim and hard to see, but it was there. Similar words, phrases: dim, weak, barely visible. Forgotten, adjective, past participle of forget. Definition: no longer remembered, used or taken care of. Example: she found herself in a forgotten part of the building. Explanation: this part of the building hadn't been used or cleaned in a long time. Similar words, phrases: abandoned, neglected, unused. Shaken, verb, repeated from part 1 but in a new emotional context. Example: she asked, still shaken. Explanation: here it shows that even after escaping, Anna still felt scared and emotionally affected. Similar words, phrases: upset, disturbed, traumatized, stronger word. Screeched, verb, past tense of screech. Definition: made a loud, high-pitched noise, like tires suddenly stopping. Example: a black car screeched to a stop. Explanation: the car stopped very suddenly with a loud sound from the tires. Similar words, phrases: skidded, braked hard, halted sharply. Tackled, verb, past tense of tackle. Definition: to grab and push someone to the ground to stop them. Example: the police tackled him to the ground. Explanation: the officers stopped Daniel by physically taking him down. Similar words, phrases: grabbed, wrestled, took down, informal. Statement, noun. Definition: a formal or official report of what happened, usually to the police. Example: Anna gave her full statement. Explanation: Anna told the police everything she saw and experienced. Similar words, phrases: report, testimony, more formal, used in court. Account. Revenge, noun. Definition: the act of doing something bad to someone because they did something bad to you. Example: he wanted revenge. Explanation: Daniel wanted to hurt Anna because he believed she caused his downfall. Similar words, phrases: payback, informal, retaliation, vengeance, more dramatic or literary. Trusted your instincts, phrase. Definition: believed your feelings or natural reaction about something without needing proof. Example: if you hadn't trusted your instincts, this could have ended very differently. Explanation: Anna acted on her gut feeling that something was wrong and it saved her. Similar words, phrases: followed your gut, listened to your feelings, used your intuition. Story written by ChatGPT AI. Image created by ChatGPT AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.